very warm welcome to all the participants and the academic visionaries joining us today. I am Aditi from Next Education, and I am thrilled to take you through an exciting session of STEM for all careers. Yeah, it's a very big word, careers in our life, right? So it's STEM for all careers. That means how technology shapes every profession, right? So whether you teach English, whether you teach math, science, or even arts, or you're like, just managing, today you will see that how STEM is actually no longer a subject. It is not confined to laboratories, or it is not only it is no longer an approach. Right? It's a language every profession speaks. So yes, this is now I forgot to change the slide, right? So this is the name of STEM for All Careers for our webinar, and let's start with a quick warm up to set the pace. Okay. So in the next slide, there will be a question. So I just want you all to be ready with your chat opened so that you can revert and respond. Okay. Fine. So this is one question. It's already written there. So list three things around you. Okay. List three things around you right now that work because of science or technology. You can type your answers in the chat. And let's see how different things will come up. Okay, internet. Nice. Okay, I can see response of internet. Okay, technology, fan, bulb, Wi-Fi,
Battery.
electron, battery, okay. Laptop, electric stoves, fan, lights, CCTV camera, kettle, energy what? Laptop, right? I'm sitting in the front of laptop, yes. Kettle, AC, fridge, laptop, right. Light, internet, camera, AC, fridge, okay. Chat GPT, okay. Just a second, I guess. Fan, tube light, cell phone. Okay, I got a lot of response, right? So yeah, I mean, just this question states like we have to list three things around you right now that works because of science and technology, right? That means you all believe that you are surrounded with science and technology, I guess, every second nowadays, right? Okay, let's test this thought with one more quick question. Which profession do you think uses the least technology? Least as in least. Least as in come. You all can type in your answer. Okay, none. Okay, Murliji, can you justify your answer? Why you wrote none?
Meaning of leave technology.
Sorry, Yogesh ji, I didn't get you. It's least, I mean, किस प्रोफेशन में सबसे कम टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज होता है? I mean, which profession जो सबसे कम टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करता है? प्रोफेशन एज इन वर्क, जॉब, ओके, हाउस हेल्प, फार्मिंग, ओके. It's a trick question.
Farming.
Okay, Yogeshi, thanks for the answer. Okay. Hmm.
Traveling transport driver.
Okay. Right.
Traveling and transport.
Traveling and transport. Okay. All professions use technology of some kind or the other. Right. Right, Murliji. You are absolutely right. Right. All fields, house help, farming, sweepers, maybe agriculture, BD workers, farming, teaching. Okay. Education. Oh my God. Teaching and education is also a part of using least technology. Okay. In today's scenario, new profession, right, Preeti ji? Yes, those who actually giving such kind of the questions, right? Such kind of the answers that none, correct? No profession is actually using the least technology, right? So because every one of them using technology. Okay, so we will not talk about farmers using traditional way of farming. Now farmers are now going towards the organic, right? Now they actually analyze their data. They actually use data analysis on soil. I don't know whether you all are aware of or not. We have started like smart agriculture in India and globally as well, right? There are some examples coming up after AI getting boomed, right? Related to this kind of the use of the technology in farming as well. Artists use design software, teachers use digital classrooms, right? You all can access. Okay, let's take an example of COVID. All the schools were shut. You all were operating through WhatsApp group, Google Meets, right? So basically, these professions use technology, but they are using STEM as well. Now, since my webinar uh, title itself says STEM, can anyone quickly tell me what is STEM? Like in just few words, just tell me what is STEM. You can unmute yourself or put your answers in the chat.
Ma'am, to be precise, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and maths.
Right. Thanks, Ruchiji. Just one more question, Ruchiji. Do you mean to say that we are learning science, technology, engineering, and mathematics individually or integrated?
They are all integrated. There's no standalone now. Life is not
Ex-
possible without technology, and no subject is possible without technology.
Great. Thanks, Ruchiji, for adding. Yes. So, Ruchi ji gave my answer, right? It's all about STEM is everywhere. Nothing is without STEM anymore, not even technology, not even AI, the chat GPT, which you use every day, the Google Gemini, Perplexity, everywhere you can see STEM. Because people coming from different profession gives data and that data gets accumulated, right? So these are some research facts which I, just a second. Yes, these are some research facts which I would like to present it in front of you. Just a second. Okay, there is one issue. I'll rejoin. Is someone from the team next? I'm just rejoining in 1 minute.
No, 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 no. Don't
Sorry,
get removed. Yes.
sorry.
Don't leave the meeting because if you will leave, then
Wait, Shankar, I have to rejoin it. Reason, I have to rejoin it. Okay.
uh, excuse me. Please don't leave the meeting.
Okay.
And
Okay. Fine. I got it. Okay. It's getting live broadcasted. Okay. I'll just try. Just a second. Sorry for this. Yes. Now it's visible clearly, I hope. Right? Okay, so there was some issue related to the background, and I might, because I was not visible properly. So yeah, right. So I was talking about the research and facts which I want to present in front of you. So this first point, according to the World Economic Forum, right, over 80% of emerging jobs now require at least one STEM-related skill, including creative fields like design, architecture, and communication. Right. So when you say 80% of the emerging jobs now require at least one STEM related skill, what exactly these STEM related skills are? Right. So as Ruchi ji already explained, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But it's just not about the core subjects. It's about connecting them to the real world application. When students design, test, fail, and improve, they aren't just memorizing it, they are thinking like an innovators. And that's what STEM approach is all about. Right. So, and the second point says Niti Aayog 2023 report shows that India's creative and agriculture industries are among the fastest adopters of digital tools thanks to AI and data visualizations, right? And IoT. So just now, those who just dropped farmer and farming as not using technology, no, they are using it. It's just that it's not up there, as a kind of an awareness in all of us in our daily life. But those who are connected to those fields, they know that things are happening towards digital side. So that means even agriculture, farming, they use technology. Okay, right. Let's know about STEM more. We already discussed that STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And it is not an individual subject. It integrates. It's a cohesive learning based on real world applications. Okay, when I say real world applications, if you know how to operate ChatGPT, you should know how ChatGPT works, right? And if you know how ChatGPT works, it becomes very easy for you to operate ChatGPT or Gemini. Now, let's discuss about how exactly the world of education is changing, right? Why exactly I brought this topic up and why we are having these STEM webinars, consecutively related to the STEMs we discuss. We discuss all about this new policy coming up, national education policy, right? The world that students will enter, just like in most probably after 5 years, that will be a different world, and we have a different world. Right. For now, we are just in a phase of technology being, getting advanced slowly. But I guess 5 years down the line, you all will see that it's on the boom, and whatever you have learned will get outdated like very soon. And now this comes up with the traditional teaching way, the traditional curriculum. Do you, okay, there's one question coming up in my mind. Do you all really think that those who have got traditional way of education, which we used to get in our school days, will is sufficient enough for the current age kids to survive in the future world? Any one of you can unmute. Okay, Neha said absolutely no. Okay, Neha can you justify why no? If you can unmute yourself, that will be great. Okay, you can't hear me properly. Okay, is it with everyone?
No, madam, because uh, current educational system child centric. So child will involve in the educational system.
Correct.
He will do and he will involve, he will investigate, he will experiment, he will do, then he will find out the result, observation, and by doing experiment, then conclusion he will reach. That will help a lifelong uh, teaching for him. He will remember the things forever. That is essential.
Great, Rita ji. I hope I am naming you correctly. Rita.
Yes, madam.
Yeah. Thank you so much for this insight. Yes, you are absolutely right. It's child centric nowadays. Previously, we used to, just learn some traditional things, just mug up question and answer. Same with math, and we don't even know how to and where to apply those math concepts even right now as well. But since I come from a technical background, I know how coding works. I know how exactly Okay, Abhaya ji, do you want to add something? Because I can see your hand raised. Abhaya Ravi Shankar? Okay, that's fine. Okay, now coming to 65% of the jobs that today's students will do haven't been created yet. That means whatever you all are thinking that your kids or your students, those who all are studying right now, they will do something in near future related to that. Whatever they are learning, no. If you're going with the traditional way of teaching, if you're going with the traditional way of curriculum, it's not gonna happen. Like in a year or two, you all will understand not only through me, you will observe your surroundings, you will observe kids around you, those who are using Gemini, Chat GPT every day for even completing the simplest of the homework, right? They will know more, but they will know more. That is a secondary thing. The first thing comes up that there will be a different kind of the roles and the opportunities will be coming up for the same, right? So yes, 65% of the jobs that students will do will not be created, and they are still in process, right? So that's a lot of discussion happened around STEM. Now I will talk about technology around us. Just one question, just imagine yourself for like 1 minute and check whether and see, can you imagine a single day without technology?
No, ma'am. Nowadays we can't live without technology.
Okay, why so, ma'am? For example, if I keep you somewhere, in on an island without phone, anything, and how what will be the feeling for you?
Oh, no, without living means some messages we are getting. So that is important message that same day. We are working in the school, no. So school purpose something we are getting always. Now this webinar also my principal sent it in the WhatsApp only. So we need a technology.
Right, Deepaji, we need technology for to get connected, to get the latest update, right? So when we see our phone, light, laptop, each one is, powered by the principles of science and technology. Even one click or just when you just turn on the light using a switch button or swipe, you do it on even on your laptop or tablet or a smartphone, is a product of STEM. The average person interacts with more than 100 embedded technologies before reaching their workplace. And those 100 embedded technologies are the tiniest and the largest, right? They can be anything. Now, STEM is definitely not confined to libraries. It's a part of our everyday. So let's take a scenario of you going to your workplace. As like me going to my workplace, first I book Uber, right? I have a smart lock, door lock, right? I get out, and then I give OTP, and then I sit, and even the rider as well is having a phone in that in the cab itself is it's occupied with a lot of technology, speakers, Bluetooth, right? While going, you can see different cars, different boards. Now previously the boards which you see on the streets, they were like still, they were like posters. Now I have digital boards, right? So there are any number of the things we see around us when specifically when we go to our workplaces every morning, from alarm clocks to elevators. Yes, that's the first thing. Alarm clock is the first thing, but now alarm clocks are in our phones, so that's why I didn't count it. Okay, so yeah, common connection. Yeah, Namrata ji, would you like to add? Okay. Now, there's one question. What do a doctor, an artist, a farmer, an architect, and a teacher have in common? You all can type it in the chat or you can unmute yourself for the answer.
Madam, everyone, all of them, they are using a tools.
Tools. Okay. Ma'am,
And
which kind of
technology,
tools? Yeah.
tools means like stethoscope, they are a
Mm-hmm.
hammer, there are different things means they are using. And now
Yeah.
everyone also use technology.
Right. Correct. Okay. Skills. Thanks, Rita ji. Skills. All of them use technology. Okay. all of them use technology. Okay, ठीक है. Okay, I can see a lot of responses. I'll read it for you all. Skills, access to technology, tools and technology, all of them creating something, technology, skills, knowledge, sources. Without STEM, not possible. Thanks, Rajiv ji, for bringing this up. Yes, without STEM, they all are using STEM everywhere, right? They have the potential of using STEM. For example, they all use logic, creativity, right? Yes, they have tools and technology skills and knowledge, correct. And the design thinking, which are the key elements of STEM. For example, a doctor uses algorithm for diagnosis. How exactly algorithm flows? First, when you go to a doctor, if you have a fever, he will check your eyes, he will check your tongue, right? He will check your temperature, and then he will prescribe the medicine. Before checking, he can't prescribe the medicine. If you do that, it might can lead to a blunder. That means there's a proper flow from start to end. That's what the algorithm is all about, right? When we talk about an artist, they use geometry and color science, right? If you will see very good artists, they mix a lot of colors and then they generate a new color because they have the kind of knowledge about it, right? They use geometry, their shapes are like pretty accurate. A farmer uses data to plan irrigation, right? When irrigation land or when a farming land is purchased by a farmer, right? They
Yes,
irrigate.
practically all of them, they are doing the things with the help of the tools or technology.
Exactly,
Practical.
Ritaji. Right. So now I have actually proved my point in like first half itself that every profession applies STEM thinking, right? Now let's explore about how exactly it do. First, we'll talk about healthcare and medicine, right? This is the field which touches all of us at like different stages, right? So doctors now rely on AI to analyze X-rays. I'm not talking about only India. I'm talking globally, right? Might be possible. Some of the doctors still following the traditional way. That is completely fine. I'm just telling you how it is coming in, how technology is actually taking part in each and every profession. And in next 5 years, you can see these kind of a technology everywhere. Even like it might can be it at your city or in metro cities or in a very good hospital or in a very average hospital as well. So now it's more of they use AI for to analyze X-rays, robots assisting in surgery, specifically now cataract. If you all know cataract surgeries, which happens for the eye, right? That happens with the laser
Yes, madam.
machine, right? Previously, it was a very hectic process of a manual person doing it, and now they have started giving it with a laser machine, right? And then we can see wearable tech monitors, the wearable things, the Apple watches. Now different watches have come. Now they can, just check the heartbeats, everything, right? And how nurses monitor the patients through IoT-based system, right? They use they give customized medicines after researching, and how that research works with the data. I'm not saying that they just type the symptoms in chat gpt and get the resolution out of it. Not, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they work on data, and working on their data is something which is not related to chat gpt. Okay. And nowadays we all have this video consultation in healthcare and medicine, right? Nowadays, if you're unable to go to a doctor, you can just book a video consultation and you can tell your problem and get a medicine of it, get a cure of it, right? Same with pharmaceutical, right? There's a telemedicine to even with the X-rays or every other test labs and path labs. They have like 3D printed organs. STEM enables actually precision and accessibility. If you all just think around at how exactly healthcare and medicine works, a doctor won't be able to operate any kind of the robotic robot related to the surgery if he doesn't know the skill of technology. If he only knows science and no technology, he might be a good doctor manually for sure, but I'm not sure about using robots, right? So there's one research as well. According to Deloitte Health Insights, AI-assisted diagnostic improved early disease detection rates by over 35% compared to the manual assessments. So STEM makes healthcare smarter, faster, and more human. nowadays a lot of articles coming in for the same. Now we'll talk about agriculture and environment. We have already discussed, right? The farming once seen as traditional, it's actually now, it's every day we see a new innovation coming in. Drones monitor crops, right? Soil sensors track moisture. And nowadays, even in the cricket pitch, you all can see that, how they just check the pitch temperature and stuff, right? The moisture, the quality, right? This is what we call predictive analysis that helps even the cricketers and I'm talking about agriculture people to plan the irrigation, right? So STEM has turned traditional agriculture into agri-tech, which is data-driven, efficient, and sustainable, right? So according to Food and Agriculture Organization reports, even AI can help us to diagnose. Say yeah, I agree. Pooja ji, I actually, we have started doing this a lot, and I have seen a lot of people posting a lot of reels and videos about it, right? That they are diagnosing it. Though for small things, we can rely because some, after getting experience about getting ill every now and then, now we know which medicine we have to take, and ChatGPT just helps us to kind of, confirm that okay, we are doing correct. But still I will believe doctor can do his task more accurately and with more precision. So I suggest not to rely on chat gpt for the bigger symptoms, for the serious symptoms, right? Okay, so Food and Agriculture Organization reports that smart farming technology can increase crop yields by 20 to 30%. Again, STEM can transform agriculture from labor intensive to intelligence driven. Now, architecture and urban planning. When we say about sustainable cities, sustainable development goals, environmental, this entire environment thing, which we can see pollution around it. We can see Delhi is, flooded with pollution. There's a smog there, correct? In every winter, we can see a, huge smog there. So now, whatever the planning is coming in, these are more of sustainable buildings. Every building around us, from school to skyscraper, is a product of STEM. How exactly? How exactly these sustainable buildings work? Architects use CAD software. If people from civil engineering, those who know about it, they use CAD software. Engineers apply physics to design stability, and city planners use IoT data to manage traffic and pollution. Right? So smart cities are built on the collaboration between design, coding, and environment science. That means I'm not only talking about that they should know civil engineering only, right? Then only they will become architecture, urban planning. No, they should know STEM, right? Data-based infrastructure planning reduces energy waste by up to 25%. This is something what World Bank's Smart Cities report says, right? So STEM doesn't just design spaces, it designs smarter way. STEM is more of smarter way of doing things. We will talk about design, art, and media. This is something which I don't need to even discuss. Creativity too now runs on code, right? Artists use augmented reality, right? Digital design tools. Filmmakers are using so many of VFX and CGI. Social media strategies depending upon the analytics and algorithms, right? So STEM enhances creative industries by giving the artists the tools to experiment and express the ideas visually and interactively. How you all are able to connect with us? It's social media, right? We are posting on LinkedIn, we are posting on Facebook, we are posting on Instagram. You all are able to reach us. Reason? Because you are connected with us. And how this algo works? This algo works if you're related to an education sector and you search a lot of education related things, right? Then you will see a lot of posts coming from coming related to education. That is how an algo works, and that's what helps in design, art, and media. 90% of the media professionals now use AI based creative tools as per PwC media, right? So basically STEM fuels creativity. It's art with it's actually it comes with more precision and imagination. Now we'll talk about business and finance, right? How STEM powers the business world. This is a very tricky thing. Finance today runs on algorithm and analytics. So let me tell you, finance is no longer just you going to a bank and investing your money, you just going to a bank withdrawing your money, or going to an ATM and doing the same. It's all about algorithm nowadays. Banks use AI to detect fraud. Startups use coding to build prototypes, right? STEM helps business predict markets. Now you all have seen people have started disadvantages. No, Rameshji, sorry, I will not talk about the disadvantages of STEM for sure, because in the current world, I feel that disadvantage of the STEM are like, they have taken the back seat. So I will not touch that topic for sure, because STEM is actually dominant and it is out there. Even when you type it from your phone, your keypad is using some kind of the technology. So yeah, STEM is everywhere. Right? So STEM helps business predict markets, manage data, innovate faster. We all have different trading platforms up in our phone. Nowadays, even the simplest of the person can invest using any of the platform, whether it is Grow, whether it is any of the bank related like ICICI, HDFC, you all can go to their banking app and you can, directly invest. How, and they also show, a market researches to you. How exactly they do? They do it through technology. They do it through AI. 85% of the companies worldwide use automation in daily operations, as I already told you about. This is stated by World Economic Forum. Now, going ahead, I'm talking about law and governance. Now, law and governance, something which I feel no one has ever thought. Yes, I will be giving you, Maheshwari ji, I will be giving you few STEM curriculum that we can use for sure. Right? So, yeah, so even the law and governance are provided by technology. How? E-courts allow online filing. Lawyers use AI for case research, right? Cybersecurity, digital law, AI ethics, they have emerged as a new career paths born out of STEM. 75% of Indian district courts now operate digitally, right? This is what Ministry of Law says. So STEM is strengthening justice by making system faster and more efficient. Now we'll talk about sports and fitness. Yeah, Nancy ji.
सबसे पहले पहली चीज जब भी थ्योरम में क्या आती है गिवन देखो गिवन
Nancy ji, are you teaching me something? Which theorem you are teaching? Okay, I'll continue. Sports and fitness, right? Sports, one of the most unexpected place to see STEM in action, but coaches analyze athlete performance with sensors and AI. They have wearable devices. They can track pulse, movement. Actually, there also it's STEM. STEM also powers sports science from biomechanics to nutrition modeling, right? If you will see the nutrition model, right? Nowadays, people can scan the body. They can scan the stamina, strength, weight through wearable devices. Right, data analytics can actually improve athlete performance by 28% as per Sports Tech X. Right, so from the field to the finish line, STEM is behind every winning strategy. Right, now let's talk about aviation and aerospace. When I talk about aviation and aerospace, so aviation, we all can see nowadays in airport. There's like DG Yatra. If you all have tried that, there's a DG Yatra kind of an app which can scan your face and you just directly enter instead of just showing your Aadhaar card and standing in a queue. If pilots train using simulators nowadays, now pilots are getting the training of using simulators. Those who don't know simulators are actually the environment in which you can actually get a feel of real thing. For example, if I'm a pilot and I'm getting a training, I will get a kind of a simulation that I'm actually flying that plane. Right? Now, talking about the engineers, they rely on physics and AI for navigation. And aerospace scientists use robotics, right, in space exploration. We all can see drones up there, and then there are satellites going up there, right? So India's Gaganyaan mission also, they like 400 plus engineers they were used, and it was a robotic simulation. It's of ISRO's 2023. So from Earth to orbit. STEM is what makes exploration possible. That's how we are doing it. Hospitality and tourism, so few of you, actually not, you all posted about the travel thing, but yeah, hospitality and tourism. Hotel use AI chatbot for service. Even if you go to Make My Trip or any Go Ibibo, now you can see a bot coming up and asking you very random questions, very general questions, and it can guide you through the app. Right? You can get a virtual tour of the room. You can get a virtual tour of the hotel. Data analytics for guest preference. For example, if you have already booked in your previous history about that you want a hotel like this, you will get the suggestions more about that, more related to that hotel. Right? So behind every great travel experience, it's a network of algorithms and sensors making it seamless. Right? When we talk about travelers, right, 68% of the travelers interact with AI tools while traveling. So just think of you going on a solo trip. The first thing you will keep before money is your phone and a charger and a power bank, right? Because money is there in your phone. Yeah, but yeah, definitely physical money is having have its own advantages. Right. Going ahead, now we'll talk about entrepreneurship and startups. Or what? Entrepreneurship and startups are more of, we all can see all people are coming with the AI startup. They all are powered by STEM. Either it is a product, either it is a service, right? They use data visualization, AI tools, digital prototype, validate ideas before launch. How they don't need anyone. They can talk to AI models and they can get the idea. Every successful founder uses data visualization, right? So India's booming startup ecosystem, from edtech to agri-tech, they all thrives on STEM. Right? So 72% of the India's unicorn startup have STEM driven business. When I say STEM driven business, they are they have a model of the same. Right. So just a second. We'll talk about now education training. Few actually, when I asked about who uses least technology, some of you wrote education and in teaching. No, it's not. It's not anymore. Right. When we talk about, yeah, Aisha ji, would you like to add? Okay. When we talk about education and training, it itself is evolving through STEM. Now, because of national education policy, we all can see STEM labs, robotics in the schools. Coding is being taught from grade 3. Since national education policy mandated from grade 6, there are different learning platforms you can see over internet, and there are different learning platforms and softwares are created for you all to analyze student performance, helping educators to design targeted interventions. You can show your reports to the students. The role of the teacher is actually shifting from the content delivery to the innovation mentorship, because traditional way of learning has taken the back seat. So as per UNESCO Global Education Report found that classroom integrating STEM based learning improves student problem solving by 25%. So basically STEM empowers teachers to prepare learners for real world challenges. Okay, so going ahead, then and now. Okay, there's one question I wanted to ask. When you talk about then and now, specifically teachers, this is a question for the teachers. What are the changes you see when you were in your school versus now you see students in their school life? What has changed? Anyone of you can unmute and put it in the chat. कि actually में क्या बदला है? पहले क्या था, अब क्या है?
Now teaching we are implemented through the smart board,
Okay.
PPT, by showing
Ma'am, it
video.
will be better if you can do like previous and now. Like when you say about previous and now, it will be a clear imagination for us.
Previous and now, previous PPT is different little bit. Now the PPT we are using more technology, means more tools, different things also we can adding there.
Correct.
And in a colorful, better way, better video, different type of things which are available. We are using those. And we are also uploading our videos, our PPT in the classroom.
Correct.
Questions also, suppose we are taking a test, it also helps us through the smart board to take it. And giving also, that is some notes and other things also, we are sending it to the students through WhatsApp.
Right.
And in class, we are doing also, that is, as I told, child-centric activity,
Child. Right.
group discussion.
Right.
And because I am a social science teacher, so we are doing like, suppose, electoral politics,
Right.
that is voting and everything we are doing in practically all the things. So that children will involve and they will do all the things in a better way. They're
Exactly.
designing also something sometime.
Yeah.
And there we are using also STEM, as you told, mathematics, science, color, different color they are using,
Right.
mathematics knowledge they are using. And suppose any temple, anything, what are the colors which are help them. And in future also, how we'll protect, what will change so that it will protect the temples, monuments. That also we are teaching them. Sometimes we are collecting from them also. They are more smart also. Children are
Exactly.
smarter.
Kids are nowadays more smarter than educators. I completely
They can
relate
give
with
you
that.
also some ideas, all these things. So they are
Yeah,
how
because they are
environmental.
on internet every time, every day.
Yes,
They
madam.
explore a lot of things.
Different
Thank you, Rita
activities we
ji.
are doing in the class.
Right. It's
Different
all related
activities
to
outside
STEM.
the classroom also, sometimes we are taking outside.
Right, right. It's all about STEM, right? So when we see previous and now, it's more of we were using blackboards, now we are using digital classrooms, right?
Green board,
Previously,
smart board. But
yeah, green board,
role
yeah,
of
correct.
teacher we cannot ignore, madam.
Exactly. We
That
cannot
cannot
ignore.
change.
Yes, yes, yes. That is something which is always
That cannot
will always
replace.
be there.
It cannot
I
replace.
agree. I agree, Rita
That
ji.
is one thing.
So,
Second thing, technology. Technology, how you will use. If you use it proper way, then it will help you.
correct.
It is
You can
available
use.
now.
Yeah,
Many
usage
things are available
says a
in
lot.
the social media and the different various, now we can see that educate different things are for children. If any child is interested, he can touch with different persons, different educationist. He can collect all the information at
Right.
home, and he
Right.
can learn also how to make different things, different tools, different
Right.
anything. If he want to design, he can do it also, and we
Right.
can guide also them.
We can guide. So
Sometimes we are also
this,
taking.
yeah, this reminds me of actually, Rita ji, you actually got a very good topic. When I had a discussion about just now about education and training. When I say education and training, we cannot ignore the role of teacher, because nowadays teachers are also upskilling themselves to meet the parameters of the current technology and current curriculum, right? When I say that, it is more of might be possible you all have never learned about robotics, and few of you might be conducting robotics at your school, or on block based coding or text based coding. It's a need of an hour, and all the educators understand the need of the hour. No one can actually justify the use of technology in everyday life more than an educator. Educators know everything how to use, and they are even if they don't know, they take that effort to learn for their kids, right? So yeah, we were talking about then and now, and why STEM is actually important. I already told you 80% of the future jobs require basic STEM literacy. STEM develops creativity, logic, and problem solving. And from journalism to law, fashion to farming, we all need digital fluency. It's all about digital learning, right? So how exactly STEM activities design cycle is for basically curriculum. When we ask for STEM, it always comes up with a scenario or a real life world question. Step one will always be ask a real world question. Step two, it will always be explore and design solutions. Step three, create the prototype and model. Fourth, test and improve. Just like Rita ji just now explained in the same way she was actually explaining the STEM design cycle, right? So it's a global STEM revolution. When you talk about global STEM revolution, what's exactly the bigger picture? What's happening globally? Countries like Singapore, Finland, and South Korea, they have integrated STEM into school long decades ago. Okay, so just today I'm giving you kind of a homework. I know you whether you will be doing it or not. I don't know whether you all will do it or not. But this one homework, just try to search in your YouTube about Japan's education or Tokyo's education or China's education. They have integrated STEM long back. They know the importance of the same, right? And that is why they still lead, right? And now, since because of national education policy, we are also introducing STEM. So students just they don't have to just memorize; they will experiment, collaborate, create, and this exactly the shift we all are talking about, right? So yeah, we will talk about the India STEM vision. India's education ecosystem is evolving, and STEM is actually the heart with National Education Policy 2020 and Digital India movement. Schools are being encouraged to promote experiential project-based learning. Right, this aligns with India's goal to become global knowledge economy powered by innovation and skill. Right. Okay. Going ahead, how exactly you can introduce STEM for early learners? Right. It's STEM learning is the best when curiosity is fresh. That means early grades. Right, simple classroom experiment, coding games, DIY kits, simple robotics kits, just to make them understand how exactly machine learning works. We don't have to make them a scientist in grade 1 and grade 2, but if it will be great if you introduce with the high tech concepts in a very simpler way to them. They should get introduced. They will feel that learning is actually an exploration when they will understand that how a machine works in grade 1 and grade 2. Instead of just playing with that toy car, they will understand, oh, this toy car is something related to robotics term. And in future, they can definitely explore about robotics more. Right? And when we talk about, yeah, there is one fact written here. National Science Foundation study found that students exposed to STEM-based play in early schooling perform 35% better in logic and reasoning by age 12. That is something. Logical reasoning is something which is really important nowadays, and that's how our ChatGPT also works, right? And we talk about system and sustainability. It empowers the student to address the global issue. First global issue is recycling, solar power, water conservation, waste management, right? It connects the theory with the purpose. Sustainable driven STEM system, if we include it in our education, the students will become more of a problem solver. They will analyze the see. It is very easy to identify a problem. To become a problem solver requires a lot of practice, and that comes with a lot of knowledge. The future of work and STEM skills. When I say STEM skills are actually computational thinking skills, they are highly data driven, who can analyze data and can actually interpret the outcome out of that. That is what we call STEM skills, right? They should know if a problem is there, then how many ways you can actually solve that. First thing. Second thing, for example, for coding as well, right? They should know if they're using any website or any app, what's running behind it. It's code, it's algorithm, it's technology. And nowadays you all can see they have Insta reels with different templates, with different filters, right? From where all of these are coming in, they all are using somewhere or the other at different ages, they are using it. But they should know how these things work. That is what the future of work and STEM skills agenda is, right? So yeah, when I talk about integrating STEM in Indian classrooms, how exactly we can do it, it should be more of a practical and not only theoretical. School needs to merge subjects like math, coding, science and design, robotics, right? Inquiry-based models, more of a, giving them the space to explore science as well. There are different kind of lab they can go. They can school can set up STEM labs, coding clubs, interdisciplinary lesson plan they can include in their curriculum. That is definitely. I'm not saying uh, uh, I'm not coming from a fantasy world. It is national education policy which says all of these things, right? In Niti Aayog, they highlighted that schools implementing project-based STEM programs reported 30% increase in student engagement. See, students nowadays want something extra every day, and that includes parents' expectations as well, because they are investing money. If they are not getting more, that is something which is a kind of a backlash coming from them. right? Now we'll talk about the challenges which comes in. I understand that STEM is not easy to integrate, or I should say STEM is easy to integrate, but you have to select the right path, right? So access to the resources, we use AI tools and platforms, teacher training, ethical frameworks. These are the challenges which can be actually covered, right? And now one of you actually just now asked about the curriculum, right? Next, do we have a STEM curriculum? Yes. Since at Next Education, we believe that future ready learners should be able to understand, and they should be hands-on. They should get hands-on experience for the STEM learning. Our curriculum combines innovation with pedagogy. When I say innovation with pedagogy, it is not only per se, right? We integrate coding, robotics, and all the IT and computer science essential skills, including science and math as well. I'm not only talking about our computer curriculum. We have a curriculum for all the subjects that includes STEM approach for all the subjects. When I say about these into age-appropriate modules aligned with national education policy, CBSE frameworks, actually, each module is designed to connect classroom learning with real-world applications. Robotics to AI. When I say AI, okay, very, just giving you an example, how exactly your phone gets unlocked after detecting our face. You might be knowing it now, but not necessarily you would have got that knowledge in school. But nowadays kids should know that, right? So let me just tell you the features of our next STEM curriculum. There are basic programming concepts, artificial intelligence, interdisciplinary research. Actually, it is a kind of an integrated approach of everything. We have robotics, and in robotics we include math and science integration. So for example, in science, if a kid is learning how a wheel rotates, or what is friction, or what is gravity, while doing it in the robotics, how a wheel moves through motor, how exactly torque works in motors, right? How to actually calculate the torque as well, right? So they all learn through a very kind of a theoretical approach. In our curriculum, we give STEM, that is robotics integrated with math and science. They will build some models, they will build some robots for different grades, and they will understand that whatever they have learned in math and science, they can actually apply it in uh, robotics, right? Now, basically, it's more of computer curriculum, robotics curriculum, and math and science integration. These are our products. You can see this is a kind of a STEM product for us. This includes programming curriculum and robotics. This comes in two options. Those who want computer science, they can choose computer science set, and those who want programming more, they can stick to next programming curriculum, right? And in combo one, when we talk about next programming curriculum, we have an IT foundation book that includes IT skills required for future work, code explorers that covers the coding part entirely, from block-based coding to text-based coding, and then the robotics. Whatever they will learn in math and science and in technology, they will apply it using robotics. Right? This is combo 2. Again, the same thing, just the matter of change of computer science foundation book. There it is IT foundation. Here it is computer science foundation. The deliverables remains the same. Now, I have an example from our next education STEM robotics curriculum. How do children learn to understand emotions? It's a very easy topic, but deep enough. Children learn by observing and interacting with their environment. They identify a pattern through experience. They definitely, observe the adults, and they understand that there's a pattern of my mother reacts. There's a pattern of how my father reacts. They then building mental models over time, refining them as an encounter for the new situation. For example, a child learns to distinguish between sad, happy, smile by seeing and hearing labels from their parents or teachers. I just discussed about that, right? So there's a STEM project idea in our robotics curriculum to develop a robot that moves based on the face expression. When I say face expression, that means they will be programming a robot with AI to move forward if you are smiling, and move backward if you are amazed as in surprised, right? And how exactly it works, I'll show it to you. This is how the robot looks like. Just a second. . I'll show you a video of how exactly it works. If you all can see my screen, just a second, it will take a little time. I'll just show you the last part. This is how our
Robot.
coding works. Okay, and I'll just show you um, how a robotics kit works. Right, so this is what the coding is. This is robotics coding, block-based coding, which kids do. Right, when a person will smile, it will move forward. When it is amazed, it will move backward, forward and backward. And it's happening through AI, through face expressions. Right, so this is one of the examples from our curriculum. Right, I'll Right now, these are some more products of our next education, next IT skills, computer musty, robotics, IT essential. These are standalone products. They have different grades. For grades 1 to 8, if you want to make them understand about IT skills more, you can stick to next IT skills. You want to understand that how exactly app works, you know, how the things are developed, you can say go for computer musty. We have robotics lab. I have already showed you how exactly a robotics lab work. And then IT essentials, a subtle version of IT knowledge, right? We have 2 curriculums, coding, which we have already discussed, right? And we do have a coding platform as well with this coding curriculum. And this is how a STEM product, STEM deliverable looks like. You will get a robotics with a robotics kit, right? You will get all the entire kit from us with all the curriculum that can be implemented in your school, right? And we have some good responses of students and teachers, right? Yeah, so here we come to end, and these were our deliverables. And if there are any questions and discussion we can do, please let me know. You can put it in the chat for now, right? And just a second. Right, feedback form, please. Okay, team, can you put a feedback form in the chat? It will be great if you can. Right. So while ending the session, I just, since we are, about to go to our lives again, the future belongs actually not to those who just memorize answers. No, it's no longer like that. It's actually more of who is able to design them. So yeah, if you would like to explore how our next education works and supports, right, you can definitely explore it. Yes, we collaborated. We collaborate with school to not exactly start a STEM lab. We have a STEM curriculum to establish a STEM curriculum. We collaborate with the schools. Yes. And just a second. You all can reach out through our different platforms to be more clear. You will. Okay. Let me just address some of the questions. To be more clear, you will give complete robotics. Yes, we will be giving a robotic kit. Depends on your school strength. How to contact to get to know the fee and the expenses incurred. You can connect through our support team. It will be great if you can post the support mail ID in the chat for the people who want to reach out.
Ma'am, there is issue I'm facing while filling up the form.
Sorry, I didn't get you. श्रेया जी, आपका मुझे क्वेश्चन समझ नहीं आया. Can you come again? Sorry.
Ma'am, the feedback form is not opening.
Feedback form is not working. Team, feedback form is not working for Shreya ji. Is it like everyone is facing it? Okay.
Yeah, it's
So,
not opening.
It's not opening. Okay, please check why it's not opening.
Yes, please give me a time. I'm checking.
Yep. Sure. Okay. Info at Next Education if you want to just go through the mail, or you all can just find us on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. We all are there. You can DM us if you have any inquiry related to any of our products. Just to make it clear, we don't only deal with computer products. We deal with all the subjects, whether it is math, EVS, science. Yes, feedback form, we all are working on it. Just a second. Now, once again, we have posted a feedback form. Please check it if you all are able to. Okay, thanks, Nancy, for filling the form. It's working for you. Thank you. Those who are having inquiries related to the products, it's a humble request to reach out us on our social media platforms, or you can write mail to us info@nexteducation.in. Right? We are everywhere. Even if you will DM us, we'll reach out to you. Okay, I can see people leaving. Thank you so very much for joining this session and for being such a patient and engaging audience. It's always inspiring to connect with you all, like educators and academicians, right, who are actually shaping innovators in our new ages out there, right? So together, let's continue making STEM. It's not just a subject, but it's a mindset in every classroom. So let's not